Hey, hello. Sip and read with Nick. This is like a special edition sip and read with Nick. Okay, go get you something to sip on because we about to go in. We about to get a little heavy. We about to get a little real. All right, go get you something to sip on. Everything from wine to alkaline water. Same rules apply. Right. I got me some tea I'm sipping on today. Some lemon ginger organic tea by Stash Organics, okay? I even put a little bit of raw ginger in there and some raw honey. Trying to keep my immune system up, right? As we all should. Um, like I said, special edition sip and read. I want to talk about this is going to be for the collective. We're not going to even do specific signs or anything like that today. This is really going to center around what is on all of our minds right now. This COVID-19 coronavirus situation that's just like, what the fuck, right? It's like really, it's just, it's heavy, y'all. It's heavy. Like, you can just feel the energies in the air. Like, it's heavy. It's on everybody's fucking mind right now. Like, that's all we're seeing in the news, social media. However, that's all we're talking about. That's all we're hearing about right now. I'm just going to shuffle while we're having a little discussion, see what falls out, see what the cards is going to tell us about, just those thoughts that we got cluttering our heads right now. What is this? What is it going to be? When is it going to end? Like just all of that type of shit, right? But anyway, like I said, it's just crazy right now. Like, fucking hand sanitizer, making sure you're keeping your hands clean, making sure you're keeping your hands out of your face, like all kind of shit. It's just like we're slowly trying to get to a place of stability. Knight of Pentacles. Knight of Pentacles. Slowly trying to get to a place of stability. Slowly trying, and it feels like a very slow process. Like we don't know what is really going on, right? Slow process, slow to try to find a cure, slow to try to find some type of stability, some type of grounding, right? Just feels like we're not getting enough, or it's just like things are coming in too slow, right? Yeah, Five of Swords, Five of Swords. So it's like a mental fuck, like a mind fuck. Like you feel like you really just don't know what to believe right now. I almost think like a lot of us, we don't know what to believe. And it just puts us in this mind space where it's like, all right, I think all like a lot of us are being pushed to feel like we're being selfish almost, like a thing where it's like, fuck it. Like you go to the goddamn supermarket or the store to try to stock up on whatever you feel like you need because of this virus that's going on, right? And it's like, listen, ain't nobody taking this last fucking hand sanitizer, okay? Like y'all gonna have to no at by all means, at all costs, what's not gonna happen is that you're gonna take this last fucking hand sanitizer. Like, so what? I got two in my hand, but I need this one too. So, I'm sorry, but you know what I'm saying? Like, it's really making us like mentally crazy. Like, it's driving us insane trying to figure out ways that we can better protect ourselves. And it's like, in doing that, we can very well like neglect or kind of, and I don't even think it's purposely like that we're trying to be nasty to each other. It's just that we're so afraid. Chariot card, so afraid. Like we're just trying to get the fuck away. Like just trying to get away and move past this. Like really try to just move forward and get away from this shit. Like you might be trying to go to another area or a place or somewhere where you feel like there's not too much of this going on, right? Trying to get away. Oh man. And it's like I said, this shit is really at first, solitude, solitude, the hermit card, solitude, being alone. Like people are trying to get to a space where they are just like out of the way. They're not in the midst of everyone else, like not in, they're telling us to stay out of the way of large crowds. Like just try to make it in and get to where you need to get to and stay your ass there just to try to cut down on how this shit is being spread, because obviously with it being a respiratory thing, when it can spread like the flu, like you can just come in contact with some fucking body and and now it can be you. You understand? So it's just like with this hermit card, like really we need to be trying to just like close ourselves off. Especially guys, like come on, real shit. If you're not feeling well, if you know that you're not feeling well, regardless whether you think it may be COVID-19, whatever the fuck, whatever, just you not feeling well, like try to self quarantine. Try to find like a place where you're not, you know, potentially affecting someone else, just to make everyone around you just as safe as you need to make yourself. You know what I'm saying? So you might have to close yourself off. A lot of self quarantining is going on right now because of this, right? Let's see. Four Cups came out. Four Cups. So, and the thing about this is that I really think for a long time we as, and I won't just say we as Americans because it's not just happening here. Like this shit is worldwide. It's a pandemic, right? So it's just like just as of people, like we may have gotten to a point where we feel like, especially I will say, especially Americans, but to a point where you almost feel untouchable and you're not really grateful for the small things, right? So now is that time where I feel like we need to be a little more grateful of the little things. Like just the small things that we can do to try to minimize this shit. And it's no point of you sitting there being nonchalant about the situation. Like there's no point of you sitting there being ignorant to the fact of certain things. Like if there's information out there or if there's things that you can figure out or there's information being offered to you, right? Don't just sit there and not accept or, you know, take heed to this information because you feel some kind of way. I feel like we all fucking feel some kind of way right now. We don't know how to feel right now, right? But at the same time, knowledge is always power. Knowing is half the battle, right? Even if it is little that we know, little information that we know right now. King of Cups came out. I think it's all this message here with this King of Cups is to remain calm, remain balanced, remain stable in our emotions. Don't let our emotions take too much of a toll on us right now, which is probably a lot harder, easier said than done, right? Hold on, y'all. Let me get a sip. Take a sip. Take a sip. We already, what, 8 something minutes in. I think y'all need to take a sip. I'm going to take one. Mm. Yeah, so like it's it's just that time where we need to find our center, remain balanced, like not wear our emotions on our sleeves. Just try to contain ourselves and not get too thrown off, not get too paranoid, not get too, just all up in our emotions about this whole situation. Because again, I still feel like there's not enough that we know about what's really going on. So, like I said, remain calm, cool, collective. Three of Pentacles, Three of Pentacles. So yeah, and I also feel a real with this Three of Pentacles coming out. I feel like a lot of that paranoia or a lot of that irritability or a lot of that confusion or needing to remain calm is really coming from people who are thinking about their fucking work, about their career, about how they collaborate, about how they team up, about how they make money, right? And this could speak for a lot of us. And it's like trying to remain calm, trying to remain balanced when thinking about like, oh shit, am I going to lose my job? or oh shit, like what's going to happen with work, because here you got the Five of Cups in the reverse. So yeah, it's kind of like when it comes to work, even if you felt a certain level of despair or disappointment, or just like, feeling a sense of being let down or something, maybe you feel like your job isn't offering certain things, like maybe like paid time off, you were thinking about how you're going to feed your family, shit like that. I almost feel like you may not have to worry as much as you think. You may not have to worry as much as you think with this Five of Cups in the reverse. And now you got the Seven of Pentacles. Seven of Pentacles. It's like giving up the worry and now just waiting to see what happens. Waiting to see what happens. Waiting to see what, whatever that's been going on thus far, what's the next chapter going to be? What's the next thing going to be? And I really feel like, again, this is in terms of work. Like maybe you're just waiting on the notice or the notification to let you know whether you can continue working, Eight of Pentacles, right? Or just waiting to see whether it's still going to be an opportunity for you to even fucking go to work. You know what I mean? And again, a lot of this is like, as the collective, this is a lot of things that are on all of our minds right now. Fuck. If we do have to stay out, like, how are we going to take care of our families? Are we going to have paid time off? You might be reassessing and looking at your money now to see how you're going to make things ends meet, right? This is assessing with the Seven of Pentacles. Then you got the Seven of Cups. Confusion. Confusion. Really trying to pay attention and look at what you already have, because you don't know how shit is going to pan out. Seven of Cups, you have no idea how things are going to pan out. There's like so many different things being thrown at you. There's so many different things being, you know, just being put out there that you can't determine which is fact and which is not. Like, it's just this air of confusion. It's the unknown right now. It's like you're waiting to find out what it is that you need to know, because obviously there's a fucking level of confusion here. Like, I feel like we're in the dark right now. Look at this image, this dark image in this card, Seven of Cups. Like, I feel like we're all in the dark right now. We're all in this sense of confusion when it comes to just like, again, the level of information that we know about this virus, and how is it going to affect us financially? How is it going to affect us in terms of how we make our money, how we make our living, right? There's this heavy air of confusion when it comes to that. Again, look at that, Two of Swords. Yeah. And it's really hard for us to make any informed decisions right now, because I feel like it's a lack of information. And the thing is like, this lack of information, you guys, this is some shit that trickles down. So it almost feels like, if the experts or scientists or our leaders that are put in place for certain things, if they're not giving us any information or any new information, we're still in this stalemate kind of place where we don't know exactly what it is we're supposed to be fucking doing right now. All right, we get it. Wash your hands. Don't touch your face. Use your hand sanitizer. If you feel sick, try to self quarantine, or go to, a doctor to figure out what it is. But again, with all that being said, we still don't know exactly, like, we still have these thoughts, like, we don't know how work is going to go. We don't know if we're going to get paid time off, if we need to be out. We don't know if we're going to have a work from home option. Page of Wands came out too. So I feel like and that's the thing, there's always new information about this that comes out every day. And I think that adds to the level of confusion, because it's like, you think you know it, but wait a minute, there's more. There's more. You know what I mean? So it's just, guys. But here, Wheel of Fortune. Oh my God. So this is good. Wheel of Fortune. Maybe this next level of information that we get, or this next level, maybe it might be something that's being found out, and we may get the message that there really may be a shift or a change in this, which is amazing. Wheel of Fortune, like, there will be a shift or a change. It's just that, when? waiting. Three of Wands, waiting. So it's like there's this shift or change will come, but it's like we're still waiting. We're still waiting. And that's what I'm saying. Like, we keep hearing new shit all the time, and this is changing, and this is evolving, and this is going this way. But it's just like we're still, at the end of the day, waiting to see exactly how this is going to unfold, right? And that wait, Nine of Wands, and that wait, like everybody has their boundaries up, everybody has their walls up, everybody's trying to stay in and not, this is the thing. I feel like really being nervous and anxious about going out into those large crowds, like almost at that 10 of Wands where it's like this shit is so heavy, it's a burden at this point. Like you don't know who to be around, you don't know who to have your guard up around, you don't, family, friend, stranger, however, like it's just that eerie feeling where it's like, all right, so we're getting new information, right? We're waiting for this change to happen, new information that there will be a change. But again, in lieu of that, before this change is actually saw, it's like we're still waiting and being super cautious in the process. But then you got the Six of Wands that came out as well. And this is positive, I believe. I feel like this Six of Wands, honestly, like for some reason with the double sevens on the board and with this Six of Wands here too, like I'm almost getting the feeling like there's going to be a dramatic change in this that we've been waiting on, and it probably won't be realized to the next 6 or 7 weeks, is what I'm thinking. Fucking hope not 6, 7 months, y'all. Like I can't do. But again, I just feel like there is definitely this area of wait, and while we're waiting, I almost feel like where our guards are up, where our guards are up, but I feel like there may be some success at the end of the day. Like I feel like being so cautious and doing what we're supposed to do as far as hygiene, like clean hands and all that shit, like really protecting yourselves and protecting others around you, that may lead to the success. But I really feel like people need to fucking really start paying attention and listening and doing what they're supposed to do. And the thing is like it's hard for some because if it's not something that was already in your routine, you know what I'm saying? It's hard for you to make this change, even if it is something that's drastic at this. It's just human nature. Like, if you're not accustomed to washing your hands 20 fucking times a day and using hand sanitizer whenever you know what I mean? It's not going to be a thing where it's going to take some time for you to try to get into that mode. But I feel like it's something that all of us should be really working toward right now, because I feel like that is going to be the thing that leads to success. Staying away from motherfuckers when you know that you don't feel well, like knowing that, having a certain level of caution, right? I'm gonna pull an oracle card, Archangel oracle card, to wrap this up, y'all, because like I said, I just feel like this is a time where we all need a certain level of healing. We all need to be leaning, not literally leaning on each other, because this whole touchy feely shit. You know what I'm saying? Like, but really, like, stay in, binge watch some shit. Try not to stress too much. Do your part. Do your part. Make sure you're making yourself as safe as possible, and making the people around you as safe as possible. Disinfecting and cleaning shit off. Even your phones, guys. We touch our phones all the time. Wipe your fucking phone down. Just certain things that you touch all the time, right? So just being real mindful of all of those things to you know, try to at least do what we can on our part until the government can fucking do what they can on their part. You know what I'm saying? Like, we gotta look out for ourselves. We gotta look out for each other. That's just the way it is. Look at this oracle card that came out, y'all. I can't make this shit up. This says healthy lifestyle. Eat a healthy diet, get adequate sleep, and exercise regularly for optimal health. I mean, come on. This is what it's all about, right? That extra level of, making sure our hands are clean, sanitized, and shit like that. Like, really making sure that the choices that we make right now are completely beneficial to not just our immune system and our safety, but again, folks around you, especially like your seniors and those are that are immunocompromised in any way. Like it's really time for us to rev shit up. Like take whatever supplements that you need to take to keep your immune system boosted and high at its optimal level. You need to be at your optimal health right now, y'all. Like this is so important, and it's so crazy that this would be the message to tie this whole reading up. Like I love all of you guys. I want y'all to remain safe, try to remain calm. Know that we are going to slowly work our way, Knight of Pentacles, slowly work our way to that stability again. You know, as much time as it takes, like we can get through this. Like there has been other crises that has hit us before that we were able to, somehow work our way through. This is no different. Just really make sure you're protecting yourself and your loved ones and even just people around you. Like, this is the time, y'all, to really be on our shit all the way, 100%. I'm not perfect. I am trying my hardest, and I hope that all of us are. Stay healthy. If you're sick, stay the fuck home. Stay out of the way, okay? And just really take care of yourselves. I love you all. I'm praying for all of us, for our safety, for our families. And that's it. This concludes our special edition. Fuck COVID-19. We gonna beat this, y'all. We gonna get past it. I love you so much.